Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for FA Cup Round 4 action. Wrexham 1, Ipswich Town 0, a Parky special 1-0, and we're going through to the 5th round. And yes, it's on Monday, and we could get a big boy, we could get a little boy. I don't know, but we're into the 5th round, and it's been 29 years, nearly 30 years since we've been in the FA Cup Round 5. And you know what? What a display by the team tonight. An absolute complete performance in regards to the fact we controlled the match and we actually put our foot down and said, you know what? We're not going to lose this one tonight. And there were times we were on the edge a little bit, but it wasn't quite to the point where we were going to lose the match. I felt really, even at a 1-0, at 99% of the match today, actually it's like 90 plus. I thought, because timing and everything, I thought we were in control of this match, and I thought we looked very good tonight. I thought there were some performances out there tonight. One being Longman, who we have an interview with, and one being Parkinson. One being Thomason, by the way. Who I thought was very, very good tonight. So yes, it wasn't. Listen, doesn't have to be a perfect performance. It is cup. It is a cup match, and so you know what. We got out of there in 90 minutes, and I thought we did very, very well. I'm very proud of this team tonight. And they in Wrexham at the turf right now. They're celebrating. I get it, which is great. And we're going through to the 5th round, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but it didn't need to be. It didn't need to be. What we showed tonight was strength and depth and confidence in what we did in this squad tonight. And really happy to see what happened, to see us go through. So this draw will be on Monday night. So, we'll obviously do that live on the Local Pundit like we do. So we'll talk about that real quick. So we have 2 interviews tonight. We'll get a quick Wrexham reaction. I'll walk through the team a little bit as we always do. Great Extra Time show. Patty's back. Patty's back to 100%. Kelly and Connie was on tonight. Yes, Kelly and Connie, like under 100 folks, which is great. And Habs got in there, and that's Habs is right here. There you go. Yo, what's up, dude? How are you? But I'm very excited, as you can see, on a Friday Night Lights. Friday the 13th, all the stuff on the eve of Valentine's Day. Yeah, not that it means anything, but good to see Wrexham go out and get to round 5 tonight. And again, good performances all around. Anyways, come in and smash that like button. Subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. On our way to 5,001. What a great support in the chat tonight for the watch along and the Extra Time and the build up show. So good. Talking to Ken selling houses. He's really excited about the match too. But let's just break down a few things right here. I got a few talking points. Listen, we didn't have all the possession. It was 64 to 34, 36 at the end of the match. We had 9 shots, 4 on goal to 14 shots to their 5. Most of those shots on target were toward the end of the match. They tried to come on a little bit too. Valentine's Day with Emily. I'm still married. No Emily. No Emily. Married man. So corners. I thought this seems off. 3 to 7. That doesn't look right. 3 corners to their 7. No, that doesn't look like I think that's way off. Let me just check something else here. I'm trying to go through the stats real quick. I don't think those are right. Let me get to the Wrexham second. We had like 4 in a row. Yes, 13 shots to their 10 shots, 5 on target to their none on target. Yes, updated stats here. Sorry about that. We had 8 corners to their 5. 8 corners to their 5 was 46 to 54% percentage of possession there in their favor. Obviously, it was a 1-0 victory. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. The stats are way off there too, but it was a conclusive victory. It was a very conclusive victory, and I thought Parkinson used the squad very well tonight. He made 3 subs during the match. He had 5. Made 5 changes from the last match, a loss against Millwall. But I thought, listen, I'll say this too. Thought Parkinson used the squad well tonight. Here's my only negative I'm going to say about this match. He runs Dobson and Thomason into the ground. That's my only negative I'm going to say about tonight. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. He doesn't need to. He just runs those 2 into. Thomason was flagging at like 75 minutes. Dobson was flagging. And it cost me, but it's fine. That's the only negative I'm going to say tonight. We got through. That's it. But just come on, man. Use your head a little bit more. I'm just saying that's my only negative too. Hello, TLP fan. Excellent watch along today. Thank you, George. Ipswich Ipswich did make 10 changes today. Yes, I know they did. I know they did. But hey, what's up, Ted? But anyways, back to the team. The team was good tonight. The changes on the team were very good. I thought AO was pretty good tonight. Didn't have to do too much work. I thought his kicking at times was whatever, but he's on the ball, ready to go. AO was okay tonight. 6.5 out of 10 to me. Didn't have much to do. On the left side, Thomason, I thought was man of the match, even though Rathbone got man of the match. Thomason was everywhere. I thought Doyle was fantastic. The guy is absolutely 7 out of 10 almost every match. He's so good, pushing forward, great. I love what he does in the air, his defensive work, his communication, his passing. Little off bit tonight for him, but not bad. Chaim, awesome. Every game. Leader. Captain's armband. Great job. Fantastic. Max, better than he was last game. As everyone knows, I'm not the biggest Max fan, but I think Max is good. I think Max is learning as he goes. He's got Viner looking over his shoulder. Thought Max's passing was better tonight. His positional play was good because I think he plays better with Ryan Longman. But Max was good tonight, and you know what? Good for him. He needed it after the game he had against Millwall, which was his worst game I think he's ever played in a Wrexham jersey. But do not sleep on him. Do not sleep on him. He will be back stronger, and now he's going to have to fight for position with Viner, and he should, and that's good. But Max has earned his spot tonight. Good for him. I thought, like I said, I thought Max was okay tonight. On the right side, I thought Ryan Longman came in, did a fantastic job. He was really good out there. Really, really good. He caused the goal. He caused the goal, pushing forward, and he's a winger. He's not a wing back, and he's played out of position, and he's fine in the position as a wing back. I thought he played well tonight. He helped, he helped make the goal tonight. He did. Defensive work was good. Got a couple good crosses in. Our crossing wasn't great tonight, but I thought Longman did a good job, and I think he plays better with Max, and I think he helps Max out a lot because he is more consistent than Issa Gabore. Issa Gabore did come on later on in the match, and I thought Issa just offers something different, and he's really good as a Gabore. But Longman isn't. I'd say Longman isn't as good as Issa Gabore, but Longman fits Parkinson's system better. But we shall see what happens. A good option to have. But I thought Ryan Longman came in, did a good job. Middle of the park was Lewis O'Brien and Dobson. Dobson ran himself into the ground, got into tackles all over the shop, ran around, had a couple good passes here and there. Defensive work was good. Always dropping back in, always available. Again, passing was a little, what are you going to do? But he did good and Lewis O'Brien was next to him. Lewis O'Brien was the one that sat deep with him tonight. And Lewis O'Brien ran himself into the ground as well, and did work. It did work that you see off the ball that was really good. So I'm happy with those two in the back there. Rathbone all over the place, put himself about, took some shots. Passing was good. So good on him. Good to get him out and stretch his legs again too. Next to him was Windass. I thought Josh Windass had his best game in a Wrexham jersey in a couple months, maybe 6 weeks. Scored a goal, fantastic. Good for him. Good for his confidence there too. Up front was Sam Smith. Sam Smith was, could have scored the first minute. I don't know, just kind of smash and grab right there. But wasn't really used in the way we kept lumping the ball up to him. He's not going to win the header. He wins a lot of headers, but wasn't going to happen today for him, unfortunately. But I thought Sam worked in off the ball too, which is good. Sheaf came on, did a good job. Who else came on in the second? I just want to give a quick shout out. We did make 3 subs. Sheaf came on, Issa Gabore, and Kiefer Moore came on. So Issa did good when he came on. Kiefer was putting himself about, battling, didn't really get into the play. And Ben Sheaf, I thought, was the best out of the 3 coming on. But he's saving those guys for Bristol City. They're probably going to start against Bristol City. But all in all, I thought Parkinson, listen, there are a couple guys that were really flagging at the end there, which was Thomason and Dobson. And maybe saving them for a Tuesday match. But all in all, good performance, hard fought 1-0 victory for Wrexham, and we're going through, and we made history tonight, which is great. Confidence to go into win the next 2 league games, Mike. I feel pretty good. We've got to play them one day at a time, Mike. Gabore's speed seems to be back to full throttle. I thought he played well today in the short period of time. He did play well. Agreed. The League One lob balls to Smith were not working. They were not working. And what's up, Bono? How you doing? Thanks for the memberships earlier too. I appreciate you. And kudos to Longman for sure. Yeah, we got 2 interviews coming on right now. I'm going to do these right now. Phil Parkinson, and get ready for the basic questions of all time. But hey, it's a win.
Victory mean to you, and more importantly, what does it mean to the club?
Yeah, obviously the club, it's first of all, as a group in the dressing room and the staff, making our own bit of history is important. And for the club, we've got a rich heritage in the FA Cup, and it was important that we respected that tonight with the manner of the performance. And I'm absolutely delighted to get through. And, we backed the Forest win up, which was a great night of cup football with a really good performance tonight. And yeah, we're so pleased.
You spoke about being pleased about the manner of the performance. What was it tonight that most pleased you?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to lads yesterday and obviously prior in the press about when we went to Ipswich, we were excellent without the ball. We were really determined, and we wanted to show that we'd evolved as a team this season with the ball. And I thought we did that really well tonight. I thought some of the football we played was very good. We got the goal. We probably had a few other moments where it could have ended up going in. We had to defend a bit more in the second period because it's such a good side. They threw some good players on the pitch.
Yeah.
But all in all, I thought we coped with them well, and I'm very pleased with the victory.
Interesting. So he brought up the follow-up game to the Nottingham Forest match, which was great. It was a fantastic victory and good for the club. This added on to it too. Now he tied that into how we played Ipswich last match. How he's like, we were good without the ball, we didn't have any shots, all this stuff. So he's trying to show the evolution of the team. Now, I don't know if that's pride or ego or just how he wants to evolve the team. Fine, fair enough. But he's right. We have evolved. I mean, it still was a 1-0 victory. They weren't that threatening. It wasn't their first side. But at the end of the day, Parkinson has a plan for what he wants to do. I kind of follow his talk track there. But I think that what I want to take out of that is the evolution of the squad. So take that for what it is, and he's the one that brought up the fact that we were drew 0-0 with them earlier on in the season in the league game. And he wanted to show the evolution of the squad as such. Now, I don't know how I square that, but I'm going to give him that one because you won tonight. And not that he needs me to give him shit because we won the football match and he has the plan for the team. Take those positives. Take those positives away. And that's what he wants to take away and bring back to the locker room and do that. So again, I'm just looking at it as a fan, as a supporter on the TLP channel. But what say you on that? What say you? I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to find his talk track of what he's doing. But he's right. He's right. We did go on and we did play well tonight. We got the 1-0 victory. Now, granted, listen, to be fair, 0-0 in the league against them, no shots on goal. 1-0 in the FA Cup. 1 is better than 0. So technically we did do that. And we didn't play the full we didn't play a full squad. Yeah. We did not play a full squad. Scum Army says, gives you so much confidence for the rest of the week. Good wins. Thank you very much. And for not being full strength and pulling an FA Cup win, the squad did it. They did do it. They absolutely did do it. But again, I like what he's saying. I'm going to try to square it a little bit better, where he's like, hey, we're basically saying we're evolving as a team. That's what it is. So good on us.
Good on the attacking front tonight. Obviously, Josh Wynn, that's getting the goal. But was it also good to see the amount of shots you've had in terms of efforts on goal and creating that pressure as well tonight?
Yeah, that's right. Ollie Rathbone had a great moment first half. The shot saved. The second half, he put 2 brilliant crosses in. The build-up play on the left was really good. And Josh getting his goal. I was so pleased with Longy as well, how positive he was in that moment. And Josh made the run into the 6-yard box and got the vital touch. So yeah, that was very pleased. It's good for us to get a clean sheet and a win. The last few home games, we played well against Millwall, but I said to the lads, we don't want to be a team that gets pats on the back and say we'll play some great football today, but copy. And that comes down to both ends of the pitch. And today I thought we were good when it really mattered.
I like his criticism of the team. Like, you can't get, we played against Woodball, pat on the back, and we lose the game. Like, that's good. I think that's what's going to serve us for the rest of the season tonight. Talking about Longman right there, cutting inside, being aggressive, going and taking shots on goal. I think sometimes we're looking for the perfect goal, and we're not looking to take those shots on. Longman, I thought, did great outside of the box, cuts inside, takes a shot, and then the rebound goes in there to Windass. I think we need to do more of that. We need to do more of that too. So there's an evolution of the squad, and down that right side we were dangerous too. And getting Windass on the score sheet, great. Keeps his positive. It looks like he hurt himself, but he was fine. But I like what I saw tonight. I do like what I saw. I do like Longman out there. He pushes forward, and you got to make things happen sometimes. And Rathbone did that tonight too. Rathbone was trying to make things happen, taking shots, having opportunities, not trying to get the perfect goal, not trying to get the cross in every time, lump it up, all those things. So those things all come into play. And this is the evolution of the squad that Parkinson is talking about there too.
Or in the press about the fact that this was a welcome distraction in a way. I mean, can you take a lot of positives out tonight, not just from that victory, but the clean sheet and the general momentum that it gives your side heading into some really tough championship fixtures?
Yeah, exactly. We kind of, the most important thing is to get a good performance and get a win. Obviously, the FA Cup means a lot to everybody, and we'll get everybody back in Sunday and get ready to go again down at Bristol. But that's what football's all about. I think there's too much talk in football. Oh, we've got another game and we're in the FA Cup. And great. That's what we're here for. That's what we're in the job for. That's what we all love. And we've got a squad to cope with that. And we've got players who will be back in from injury by then. We've got a couple of players who didn't make the bench tonight. And we've got the squad to utilise in these next few weeks.
I like where he's at. I like where he's headed at. I'm gonna tell you, that's a very confident manager right there. That's a very confident manager right there. What he just said. Got the squad to cope with it, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I think we need to stop. I think we need to take that on, myself included, and stop being like, I don't know, do we have it to do? Like, don't blink." Parkinson has a don't blink mentality right now. We've got the squad to cope with it. We can do it. Yeah, a couple injuries here. I mean, and that's what it is. It's like brick wall. Go right fucking through it. So hear what he just said in that last segment. Really hear what he just said. Yeah, we had a game on Tuesday. Get the guys in on Sunday. Let's go. I think it's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. What's ahead of us, we're going to take it on. We're going to deal with it. That's probably my best quote from Parkinson all year. It doesn't sound like much, but that is probably my best quote, the best quote to Parkinson all year. And I like it. And I'm all in. And you're right. We're all the way through. Take what's coming up. Go there. Well done. Like, I'm not kidding. I'll sign me up, coach. Sign me up, coach. There we go. Let me see here. Josh, do you think the players played looser tonight? They seem more laid back. No, I thought they played football tonight. And after listening to him, I thought they played football. They did what they had to do. Neither side played their A team, but it wasn't a B team either. A B plus, something like that. Parkey is cool as a cucumber. No, he's managing the squad. He feels good with his squad. He's got two players for every position. 2 girls for every. That's what he's doing. He's got 2 spots right there for everybody. He's confident. And you know what? I think that we build up this momentum and say, you know what? F it. Like, let's keep going. So I'm really now that kind of changed my tune a little bit mid-show as we're doing it. I like what he said right there.
Finally, on the FA Cup, how special is it to give
fans
question these fans nights like these, and ultimately to give the players nights like these as well? Just fine.
Fans question.
When you go around, I was bumping to supporters all the time and talk about their memories of the club, and obviously we've had some brilliant recent memories, but a lot of the talk is about the Grey Cup nights, and people remember that. And I said to the lads before the Forest game, we've got to create some memories ourselves this season, and we've done that with 2 terrific wins.
And I joke around about that. Sorry, it's got out there real quick. I joke about that too, but it's also the joke about the guy having the fans question. It's sure all about memories. Honestly, fucking life is about memories too. It's about memories and moments. And he just said we need to create memories and moments for ourselves too. And talking about 20, 30, 40 years ago, 15, 10 years ago, whatever. And he's like, we got to create these moments too. We've had so many good memories in the last 5 years, let's say, the 5 years to come in. And Parkinson's like, let's create our own memories tonight. He's got a new squad of guys in there too. And they all have to buy into what we're doing. Not just like Wrexham and all the shit and all the hoopla and all the stuff, but to the team core group. And, you know, I do give a lot of shit to the guy asking the fan question all the time. And it is important. And Christ, we're a fucking fan channel in Los Angeles. So, you know, what do I know? So I'm shitting on my own parade. But to that, Parkinson is trying to like get camaraderie going in with the team and saying, hey, make your own memories. So fair play to him and awesome to us. And again, going back to this, I'll say this flat out. Producer Ann always talking about, it's always about the memories. You just remember the memories, you know, whatever those are, good or bad, but the good ones always happen, you know? So when we lose a game, 24 hours later can change anything, but memories, and we're creating memories tonight. Tonight, we went through 1-0 against Ipswich Town, who possibly could go up automatically. And we're in the 5th round draw on Monday to face whoever. So we're creating memories tonight. And I know I give a lot of shit to the guy asking the question about the fans, but it is true. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to pass that on to myself later in the week. Like, hey, remember what you said there? Just a note on that too. All right. Just a note on that too. Sorry. Just a note on that too. And again, you know, you get everything here. You get all the narrative here on the local pundit. So awesome from everybody. All right. So let's see. Ryan Longman, real quick, who I thought had a fantastic match.
Ryan, into the 5th round of the FA Cup. How does that one sound?
Yeah, great result. And I think for us and the fans, yeah, obviously it's a really good achievement.
I think we all saw how special that Nottingham Forest game was. But I mean, to build on that and ultimately get into the 5th round of the competition, that must mean a lot to you as players as well in terms of your competitive side and wanting to continue progression in this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's obviously been a while since we've been in the 5th round, and as players, obviously coming off a loss, we wanted to get that winning buzz around in the change room again, and yeah, I think we've done that tonight.
Yeah, he's fair about that. Any win is getting back to a winning mentality is good. Bouncing back, yes, it's not in the league, but yes, it could help the momentum. It's like, you know, we want to go after a loss. You want to get back on the pitch as soon as possible and play, and go get the W and make up for what happened on the pitch. And Millwall will hurt. Millwall stung. Trust me, Millwall stung. I sat with a Millwall supporter yesterday. Nathan, my buddy Nathan. Fucking Nathan. He did pay for lunch, by the way, just so you know. He took care of lunch. Thank you, Nathan. But I'll say this right now. After a loss, you want to get back on the pitch. You want to gonna win, no matter what it is. And so this is a good one. Getting that momentum back up, getting that winning feeling. It's like, you know, you don't like, you kind of lose it. Can we not get there? You know, this was a good thing. This is a really good thing. Mertlin, who has a job and has milkshakes whenever the fuck he wants. Mertlin says they had Ollie Palmer on YouTube live. He's going to be a club ambassador. It's great news if we can get our players to keep representing the club. I think we'll do that a little bit more. I'm sure we will. You know, we like to keep it in the family. Hopefully not too close in the family, but yes, I think that's a good possibility. I did see him. I thought I was Ollie Palmer on YouTube. Maybe, yeah, he was there. You're right, but he's still playing football. So you know, he's still playing football. So we'll see.
And in terms of that performance, 1-0 clean sheet against the fellow championship side, is that the sort of performance that just gives you a lot of confidence moving forwards?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we've got a busy schedule coming up again, and I think, yeah, obviously coming off the back of a loss, we needed to pick up the energy in the change room again, and we come out tonight and, you know, performed really well and got a good 1-0 win.
Yeah, he can turn it right around. Go right there.
And in terms of that performance, I think we saw in the first half in terms of going forwards, trying to create that pressure, trying to put them on that back foot, and then that different side to the game in the second half. I mean, just how comfortable are you as a side now, given the experiences you've had to play in both of those boxes?
Yeah, exactly. I think we've gelled really well as a team now, and I feel like we got a real good understanding of everyone now. And yeah, just got to keep building and take this into Tuesday.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Listen, Ryan Longman's been out of the side for a couple of weeks now, and he came in and did a great job tonight. I thought he was fantastic, and he put himself about. So good on him. And he's right, getting the change room going. He's seasoned. Hull, you know, he came from Hull are doing good, but it's really good to have him in the side and seeing him talk about like getting back in there. I'm sure he wants to get out there and play every game. He's, you know, probably see him at left back on the weekend, maybe. Against Bristol City on Tuesday. We'll see what happens. What's up, Kevin? Kevin's selling houses right there, competing with Ken out there. What's up, dude? Let's see. Let's get this done and we'll get everyone out of here.
As a player, I mean, you first arrived a little over a year ago when you signed for Wrexham. I mean, how do you reflect back on that journey to this point?
I always say it's a special place. And yeah, sometimes you've got to sort of step outside of it to realise like what you're actually in and sort of take it in. And yeah, it's been a special year, and hopefully, yeah, may it continue.
I think the manager.
I would just flat out say this right now. He's going to be very important to us in this run-in. Watch. He will be very important. He's going to have something to say in this run-in. Not just FA Cup, but in the championship run-in. So don't sleep on Ryan Longman. Don't sleep on Ryan Longman.
To touch on the fact that the FA Cup wasn't a distraction, it was actually a welcome distraction in some senses. I mean, from what you've seen in these two matches, is it that sort of element where it does boost up morale and it does boost that confidence when?
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, like I said before, going off a loss, you need that win, you need that energy in the changing room, and I feel we've got that tonight. And now we've got real confidence going into Tuesday and playing against Ipswich, obviously, again on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about those two.
To that point, Ipswich come back up. We got to still take care of Bristol City, but confidence is in the air.
Games, that sort of fixture in the Championship is always going to be a tough one. But how much do you relish the opportunity now as players to go through what is going to be a hectic schedule on the whole?
Yes, football, isn't it? This is part of it, and yeah, we just got to obviously, like tonight, grind out performance and keep getting 3 points.
I'm going to tell you right now, we are in a don't blink mentality. Right now, Wrexham are in a don't blink mentality. The opportunity is there to take it. I'm not saying we're to win the FA Cup. I'm talking about the league and everything as a team. And he talks about a welcoming FA Cup tie. Normally, we don't get. It was a welcoming FA Cup tie because it was a good distraction, because it got us back on the pitch, get the confidence back up in the dressing room, and that's exactly it. Like I said, I understand what they're saying as sportsmen. I get it. I think there's something special about it. I think Parkinson was saying the right things. So long may it continue. Going through to the 5th round, something we haven't done in 29 years. So, and we're up the highest we've ever been in the league for the championship. There is momentum happening right now. We need to capitalize on it. We're not going to win every football match. The Millwall game, okay, we got beat. It happens. We won tonight. Game against Bristol City on Tuesday. Then we go and play Ipswich. So, and that'll be a different game then too next week. That'll be a different game. So, I like what happened tonight. I like what we did. The cup magic continues. And we're into our stride. We have 15 games left to go in the league. Some of these FA Cup matches might be good for us to rest the players, like tonight. Kiefer Moore coming on for 15 minutes. Having Sheaf come on for only 15 minutes. Players like that to get a rest. This is a good welcomed moment to get players on the pitch and resting other players too, kind of extending the season in certain ways. But we do have the squad to deal with it, which is great. Kevin says, I'm subscribed to the local pundit and telling my friends all about it. This is the place to be on Friday nights. Well, Kevin, we are live every single day. Every day. We are live every single day on the local pundit. So welcome. Tell them to come in. Bristol City on Tuesday, up to town. And Longman is put his nose down, ties up his boots, and gets to work. He really does have a solid game. Bristol City and Ipswich are must-wins next week. Stay in the playoff positions. 7 teams with 3 points out of us. Hopefully we can do that. And in the cup, is the cup run a distraction from the promotion? Kelly, by the way, Kelly and Connie, good to have you in. Love to hear you on Wrexham Time. That was awesome. Good to hear your voice too. And thanks for being a part of this for so fucking long. Happy to have you in. I think it's a combination of both to answer your question. It's a good distraction, but we're going to focus on promotion. It's not going to get in the way. We have the squad to deal with it. We really do have the squad to deal with it. And the way Parkinson does his subbing and or lack thereof, he's got a plan. So let's believe in it. But tonight, on Friday the 13th, February, Wrexham, great history. Again, 1-0 over Ipswich Town. Fantastic win, 1-0, clean sheet, good tie coming up. We'll see. The call is on Monday. Sorry, the balls drop on Monday, so we'll see what's up over the weekend. We'll get a show up tomorrow, figure it out. We'll have a couple things up over the weekend for sure. If anything breaks on the local pundit, we'll happily be here. Get your bells on, subscribe, become a member if you want to. But a good day for Wrexham. 1-0 victory over Ipswich Town. Thanks for all your support. Subscribe, smash that like button, bottom right-hand corner. Share it out to all your friends as Kevin's doing, which is great. On our way to 5,001. And on that bombshell, we'll see y'all soon.